So this paragraph, whatever we are writing today, would be the nutshell of what we have understood yesterday. Write down the heading as SAP AG. SAP AG is a software development company which is started in 1972 in Germany. That's the first sentence. The second sentence, it develops software applications. It develops software applications as as S for HANA, S for HANA, comma ECC, comma ECC, comma SAP R3, etc., comma SAP R3, etc. Next statement. These software applications, these software applications are developed with all the features, are developed with all the features like SD. Guys, what does SD mean? Sales and distribution. SD, comma MM. What does MM means? Material management. You can write down a short forms, guys. It is developed with all the business functionality as SD, comma MM, comma PP, comma PP, comma HR, comma HR, comma FI, comma FI, comma CO, etc. So here SD means sales and distribution, MM means material management, PP means production planning, FI means finance, then HR means human resource, then CO means controlling. These are the departments which run any business. So these software applications, whatever I have named now, these software applications are developed with that ability of this functionality. Now write down these features are functions of SAP softwares. These features are functions of SAP softwares. Help, help, help to configure any business, to configure any business on the software application, to configure any business on the software application, the software application, and run their processes, run their processes in streamlined manner, run their processes in the streamlined manner. And a software application if a software application has these features, through which one can run a business, is treated as ERP software application, is treated as ERP software application, is treated as ERP software application. And a company, and a software development company which develops Such software applications, such software applications can be called as, can be called as ERP developing company. ERP developing company. Full stop. Next, next sentence. SAP AG is a ERP developing company. SAP AG is a ERP developing company, and its biggest competitors are, and its biggest competitors are Oracle ERP, Oracle ERP, Microsoft ERP, Microsoft ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, PeopleSoft ERP, etc. PeopleSoft ERP, etc. So what these are, guys? These are all our ERP developing companies. Likewise, SAP, right? So now you can pen down, relax, pen down, close your books, and now relax and listen to the topic what we are going to discuss here, as if you are watching a pleasant movie. Okay, guys. So you need to just concentrate and listen and try to understand. And guys, if you have any gaps in understanding whatever the explanation what I'm doing here, you have all the right to stop me and ask, sir, can you repeat it for me or can you explain me in other way? I'll be doing it much better other way as well. Okay, guys. So now here, whatever the things which are not colored in green, these things has to be discussed by us once again, or we have to elaborate this. So, guys, the focus was what is ERP. Today, if anyone asks you after writing that small paragraph, what is ERP and why the name ERP is given to a software application, with whatever the paragraph we have given you, you should be able to understand this is what is an ERP. But our explanation should be little deeper to make you understand this. So I'm picking this first point as what is ERP or why the name ERP is given to a software. So, guys, to make you understand that in much more clarity, let me elaborate this word ERP as enterprise, resource, and planning. Enterprise, resource, and planning. So, guys, when you elaborate this word enterprise, resource, and planning, guys, there are three different things involved in ERP: enterprises, resources, and their planning. So, guys, what do you mean by enterprise? So, when anyone asks you what is an enterprise, the only answer what has to come in your mouth from your mouth is enterprise is nothing but a business or a process, business or a process through which the business runs, or anywhere where the data comes in and data goes out, and the storage and retrieval medium, and as well as the money is generated out of that environment. So majorly that is can considered as business. So when you say any business, guys, the very first business which strikes my mind is education business. Today education industry is a very good industry. Yes. So wherein you can have your KG to PG one time investment, regular profits every year you can have. So now I have taken this education system for a reason, because today big universities from a KG to PG, so everyone understand that to run their processes, definitely you require a software. So SAP software can even run this entire education system. To explain you this, and I have given you in Hyderabad itself, we have one university which is called as IGFI University, wherein MBA programs and other things happen. So those people totally run on SAP. And when you look at this education system, this is the best business. And apart from that, guys, as version IT, what we are doing since ages now, since more than 2 decades, as version IT, we are also teaching SAP or any other IT courses. So in one sense, we are also technical. We teach technical courses, and we are also education system only. So to run our environment, we can also use SAP. That's the second thing. Now coming back to next industry which comes in my mind is hospital industry. Today you look at any hospital, every hospital is totally filled up. What can be the reason behind it, guys? After pandemic, the life has become in such a way that every hospital is totally filled up. So don't you think to run this hospital industry, you require a software? Even SAP can run this hospital industry. Today, you talk about big five hospitals in Hyderabad. You talk about Apollo. You talk about what do you say, Yashoda. You talk about any other big hospitals. They are using SAP to run their entire environment. Next, when you go to hospital industry, obviously pharmaceutical industry will be waiting. Guys, today you name any big five pharmaceutical companies, they are using very much SAP to run their businesses. Now, in these lines, we have FMCG industry, fast moving consumer goods. What do you mean by that? So anything and everything, whatever we use in in our household, from the time we wake up till we sleep, everything can be considered as fast moving consumer goods. This industries, now you have a lot of retail shops, right? So in every corner of our house, we see a retail shop. Let us name like Reliance Fresh, Heritage Fresh, Metro, or what you call D-Mart. These all are retail shops only. They are doing the entire business on SAP. Today, DMart runs on SAP, Metro runs on SAP, Bharati Walmart runs on SAP. So your future group totally runs on SAP, guys. Now coming back to electronic industry. When you look at electronic industry, guys, everyone carry a mobile phone today. So your mobile phones are manufactured are in some other industries. You may be having a Samsung, you may be having a LG, you may be having iPhone, you may be having any other phone with you. What do you think? How this industry is running? So most of the industries which are big names today, they are using SAP. And tomorrow you can say, I work in IBM, but my customer or IBM's client is Samsung. We sit in IBM office and work for Samsung servers. So in these way, the life has become. And when you have your mobile phones in your pocket, definitely another industry has to come into play is telecom industry. So you talk about Geo, you talk about Airtel, you talk about Vodafone. These telecom industries are very much using SAP today. So now, guys, in this way, let me take a very simple example: a automobile industry. So everyone has, if you want to travel, guys, you bike or you may be having a four-wheeler bike. When you talk about your two-wheeler bike, guys, Indian two-wheeler bike businesses are Bajaj and Honda. Yes or no, guys? Oh, sorry, Hero, right? When you go to this Bajaj industry and if you stand in front of a Bajaj industry and see what is happening in Bajaj industry every day, wherein they manufacture two-wheeler bikes and sell it. So if I take you to Gorgaon and make you stand there, the very first thing what you're going to see is raw material full of truck is directly coming into the industry of Bajaj. And where it will go, guys, it will go into material department. And once it goes to material department, the people who have to download that raw material, they will download it. And immediately, the person who is sitting as a white collar employee in this department, he is going to enter everything into the system. Everything into the system wherein SAP S4HANA is running, telling that 100 cartons of this raw material has. So next, the department which will become active is quality department. What this quality department is going to do, quality department people who are sitting there, they will check the quality out of 100 cartons. 95 cartons are okay. They will enter the data into the same system. Similar way, when your raw material is quality checked, next department is production. In this production, whatever the machinery, what is required for a two-wheeler bike to be ready, all the spare parts are what all the machinery which is required for making what kind of parts. The plant maintenance looks into it. So in these way, the white collar people, WM is warehouse management. The people who are sitting in warehouse management, that is going, they are going to record like this many vehicles and then sell those vehicles. Once you sell, next department which comes into line is finance. To keep all these departments in control, you're having a controlling department. And in every department you have human power sitting. Who is going to take care of their payrolls, who is going to take care of their absence, and who is going to take care of designations and all? HR team. The HR team are going to enter the data into it. In these way, all this department people are entering the data into a single SAP system. We call that this system is running that industry. So this is clear. So what do you call, why do you call this departments? Guys, everything in that industry is a resource, but these departments are defined resources through which the industry can run. Education system may have different departments, hospital may have different departments, pharma may have different departments. So, but these are the core departments which exist in every department. If you're going to plan, that means whatever the software which you're going to plan now, that software should have all these departments through which any enterprises can run into a single software. So SAP has done what, guys? They have planned all the things into a single software and named it as S4HANA. Oracle has done what? Oracle has planned all these departments into one software application. And today's Oracle ERP is named as what, guys? Oracle Fusion. And Microsoft, whatever you see, Microsoft ERP is today named as Navision. In these way, everyone have planned all the departments into a single software, and this industry is running with that particular software. Software is S4HANA. So, guys, this is just an understanding what we have to have, because from the time you have come, I am banging towards business, 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 and explaining you this. Now, don't ever even think that to learn basis do we need to have business knowledge. No, guys. Only for today, I'm going to speak more about the business for a reason, because before you start your basis administration, our head should be very clear. Whatever may be the business which is running in the world today, our SAP software is running that business. And as a basis admin, our job is to maintain that servers, multiple servers, 24 bar 7. We are here to only learn the subject, how to maintain and how to see that these servers are up and running 24 bar 7, and what all the duties we have to do to make them up and running 24 bar 7 without any delay or without any downtime is at the job what we are going to learn in our classes. Now, anyone have any doubt on this enterprise resource planning, guys? When now planning of all the departments into a single software, as for HANA, into a single software, ECC, onto a single software, R3. This is what SAP has done. Similar way, Oracle has done. The oldest name of Oracle software is Oracle Apps or Oracle Applications. Today, what we use is Fusion and Oracle Business Suite. Now, on top of it, Microsoft has got lot many ERP applications, and one such name is Great Plains, Dynamics, Navision, Exapta. These all are ERPs of Microsoft company. So everyone have developed their own software applications with which, if your software application has all that ability, then we term it as ERP application. So this is what is an explanation about an ERP for us. So after today, you should be able to explain if anyone in the class has any doubt on it.
Yeah, sir.
So
Like as you mentioned, like SAP also works in telecom industry, right? So wanted to know like how SAP works in telecom industry.
So when you look at a geo, SAP not only work in telecom industry, but SAP work in media also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today, whatever the cricket relay is happening, yeah. So you see that it not only runs on SAP, it runs on S4HANA. So when a batsman come to play, how the entire history, geography, civics of that batsman is in front of you.
Okay, 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 got it.
Yeah, that is in a software, right? Which can be pulled anytime. Yeah,
Yes.
and when you say, sir, how uh, what do you say? Telecom runs on SAP. That is very simple, right? Do you know what operations telecom people do? Now, when you
Like,
go to a Vodafone store, yeah,
hmm?
You'll be seeing some software what they have as a POS machine. So ultimately, throughout the India, how many connections are there and all. Whatever the POS machine is there, the POS machine is different than a SAP. But ultimately, whatever you type in or whatever you search, these people will do what on that POS machine? They have a user ID password to log in, and then they are connecting the software only ultimately. Yes.
Again, that will be SAP, right?
They are connecting to SAP system only where the entire information is very clearly stored. Anyone can hit
Okay,
your mobile number, they can get your details. How this information is coming?
got it, got it.
Yeah. So everything in the world today, in one sense, if you talk about a serious statement, right? Businesses which runs on SAP run better. That is what the prop what SAP used to have before. What business which runs on SAP runs better, or SAP runs business better. So that's how the proverb and all stuff are maintained. So if you go deeply into that particular thing, we need to think from a business angle to understand it more. We are not the business people. We need to understand that wherever we are going to work in our coming future, entirely SAP is occupied, and as a basis admin, we are going to maintain these servers. So anyone else, like whatever Sandeep has a question, anyone else have any other question in their mind?
Sir, and one small doubt, sir. As per the telecom department, like any Vodafone like that, as per the customer requirement, will that this ERP will develop? Is there any predefined format will be there?
No, SAP has the entire department, Samma. As per the business, that will be configured. So who is going to configure that
It is
entire
already
business?
existing one.
Sorry, beta, existing?
These features are already available, sir.
These fields are already available in SAP. The only thing is you
Okay,
configure it and use it.
okay, no need to do any customization for that.
Customization is required, right? Now, simple. I'll give you a simple example and a daily usage example, then you'll understand much better. Vardhan, listen to me and try to interact with me. Vardhan,
Yeah,
suppose you are going to go to any, you're feeling hungry. You want to go to Would-be hotel to have breakfast. The moment you go to Would-be hotel, you go and you order something, and a person who's sitting on the billing counter, he's going to type in the bill and he's going to tear the bill and he's going to give you in that POS machine,
yeah,
right?
yes,
The
yeah.
same POS machine is kept. If you have seen the same POS machine of same make and same company has made that POS machine, even a T point fellow is also using it, and as well as a juice point fellow is also using it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these three owners of these three businesses would do what? They would go to a same vendor who is going to build this POS machine, and they are going to buy and bring it to their business. After bringing it to the business, a consultant from the company side would come into Juice Point and ask, "What do you want me to configure in this?" He will tell that
Okay,
we sell this many juices, and the cost of the juices is this. Depending on that business requirement, he is going to map it. Yes or no?
okay,
Same person will go to tea point and say how many different teas you sell and what is the money. What's the cost of each tea? Depending on that, he configure it. And same person
okay,
would go to Would-be hotel and configure the same POS machine. That means SAP ERP is one, but it can be configured to run different businesses. Yes or no? That means it
mhm.
has that much of ability.
Yeah, okay,
So, who is configuring this entire business in our world, in SAP world? Guys, beside our class, we have a people who are sitting and learning finance, the people who are sitting and learning sales and distribution, the people who are learning HR, the people who are learning material management. These people are sitting in various classes, and what they are learning, Amma, they are learning how to configure the businesses on the system or the software. Got it? And
yes,
we are the people as a basis guy. We are going to make the system ready and give it to them. And once we make the system and give it to them, login, they will be configuring the entire business on it.
okay,
Okay. So that is how the things are going on. And once
Okay.
the entire business is configured once, then it will be used in a daily basis. I hope you understood now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So anyone have any other question, like how an ERP, a single ERP can run this many businesses? And here and there, when the entire system doesn't have certain features, then a developer ABAPer comes into picture to develop the program, because the entire ERP is developed with ABAP programming only. So same ABAP programmer will develop or tweak some here and there the screens. Got it? Yes, more or less all ERPs are similar. Then why SAP should be chosen? Any particular reason, guys? Now, to explain that, guys, to explain not only SAP, Amma, to explain you what is ERP, that means when you open the ERP and look into it, what do you have in it, is the first question. Answer for that question is, guys, every ERP, whatever you're seeing today, is developed out of programming language only. What is the proprietary language of SAP softwares? ABAP. What do you call this, guys? ABAP. What is the proprietary language of Oracle Business Suite or Fusion PLSQL? What is the proprietary language of Navision Microsoft .NET? So people have used these programming languages to develop these ERPs. So this is one thing. And secondly, guys, why SAP? When you have asked me a question, let us talk about any ERP. When you look at any ERP, guys, every ERP has two areas in it. When you open an ERP and look into it, the very first area is called as technical core area. What do you call it as? Technical core area. Technical core area is nothing but, guys, a programming language or an admin part. So if someone asks you, why are you here? What are you here for? The answer for that is, we are here for learning technical technical module, but we are not going to do any programming. We are non-programmers. That means what are we? We are admins. So guys, to learn and master programming language, ABAP, you need to have some or other programming skills, and you need to have master's degree. Then only you should be able to learn this programming language. You need to be having MCA or BTech degree and all to learn this programming. So only 3 years graduate cannot cannot get a job with programming knowledge. Okay, guys. Now coming back to functionality, guys. Another division of an ERP is functional core area. One is technical core area, one is functional core area. And when you say functional core area, guys, what is functional core area for you? All the departments what I was talking about: material management, quality management, production planning, warehouse management, sales and distribution, finance, controlling, HR. So all these departments put together, what we can call functional core area. Technical core area is programming language and admin, and functional core area is area are all the departments. Now look at this, guys. If you want to, or if anyone want to do HR, so they need to have a graduation towards it. So MBA HR you need to be doing, and you need to be working as HR consultant for some time, so that you understand the entire processes of HR. Then only it will be feasible for you to come and learn HR. And once you learn this HR, that will lifetime you will be HR consultant only. And if you have done ICW as CA or MBA finance, and you have worked under some CA, with that knowledge you can come and learn finance. And if you have done MBA sales and all, with that knowledge of how sale happens in the business, you can come and learn as sales and distribution. In this way, one module, whatever you're saying, guys, a person can learn depending on his past experience or his education. And one person cannot learn MM and QM, something like that. So if you are HR consultant, you remain HR consultant. You cannot be HR and finance. One lifetime is required to become expert in one department or one module. At a time, you cannot be a doctor and engineer, right? Similar way, you cannot be a HR consultant or finance consultant, and sales SD consultant. So depending on your education, you will be learning these things. So obviously, we cannot do functionality. So neither we can write programming. So what is the only thing which is left out for us, guys? Tell me, guys. Administration. Yeah, and we have joined here to learn that particular thing. So anyone have any question on this related to what ERP has? Every ERP has this, guys. What's the programming language of Microsoft .NET? What is an admin part of Microsoft? SQL DB. We have an SQL DB in your class as well. So what is functional core area? Now you need to be a person who understand the business, and you need to have a study towards it. If not, you cannot do it. So every ERP has all these departments. Then again, my question becomes stronger. When all the ERPs has all these departments to run a business, then why SAP should be chosen? Guys, here from a business prospects, might be you have lot many answers there. So, but one answer from a basis prospects is these all departments are integrated. What do you mean by that? So that means in SAP ERP, the moment you load S for HANA, you're going to have functional core area and technical core area both in one system, and in each functional module is integrated with each other. Now for example, if I open a SAP system and show you guys, you'll be seeing all these departments, and whatever the data which is entered in one department, that can be seen in other department if they have an integration. So integration makes an ERP valuable. Now, if you don't know what is the stock available in warehouse, and you're sitting in sales and distribution department trying to sell it, how you're going to sell it? Someone has to tell you again, this is the stock available. Wherein when it comes to SAP, guys, when SAP departments are integrated, automatically everyone will understand the moment they see that, okay, SAP system is totally integrated and you have all these departments in it. So this is the reason behind why we have to choose SAP ERP compared with any other ERP in the world. This is one of the finest thing what SAP ERP has. Now, I am going to keep this business aside for some time, and let us speak about why SAP should be chosen from a prospects of administration, the work what you are going to do here. So guys, when you say basis administration, guys, how many things has to come into play? How many things has to come into play, guys? That means our tomorrow our playground be a hardware or a cloud or an operating system, and as well as RDBMS. So we'll be working on these three things because our application is loaded on these particular things and all. So tomorrow, if you want to load ECC, S4HANA, BW, CRM, SRM, SCM, any SAP system in the world on our software, sorry, our software has to be loaded on some hardware. How many things are required? First, a hardware is required, an operating system is required, and RDBMS is required. Let us try to understand our softwares can be loaded on how many different operating systems, how many different hardwares, and how many different what RDBMS. Guys, when you say operating system, which operating system comes in your mind first? Windows operating system comes in your Microsoft. When you say Microsoft, Windows 2003, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2018, 2022, and the latest one is 2025, server-based operating systems. Now, when someone says that server-based operating systems, what kind of operating system we have with us, guys, right now? I am using Windows 10 Pro. So Windows 10 Pro, Windows 11, and Windows 7, Windows 8, these are all our client-based operating systems, guys. And server-based operating systems goes with these releases, right? That's the first thing. And that is about your Microsoft. And when someone say Unix, because our SAP softwares can also be loaded on Unix, the very first thing which comes to the mind is Linux. In this Linux also you have two companies which manufacture or which develops this Linux, that is SUSE Linux or Red Hat Linux, right? And apart from that we have Solaris. Guys, which is that company which makes a Solaris operating system? The company name is Sun Microsystems. And today this Sun Microsystem is very much bought by IBM. And on top of it, we have AIX. Guys, which company has developed this AIX operating system? Are you aware of it? AIX is developed by IBM. And then next is HP company has developed this HP Unix. So in this way, guys, any operating system, it may be whether Unix or Windows, our SAP softwares can be deployed. So what I am going to say, in our environment, both flavors are there, Windows and Unix. And if you have never heard about the name Unix or never loaded or never worked on Unix systems, don't get panic. In our classes, we are going to teach you all these things, right? Because basis administration includes OS administration also to some extent. Whatever extent is required, we are going to teach you here. Next, the hardware. Guys, whatever the hardware we see, mostly we hear a word Intel. Now, today, Intel hardware is furtherly classified as Xeon and Itanium. Guys, Xeon hardware goes with x86, x64 bit, and Itanium go with IA32 bit, IA64 bit. So these are your hardware. Now on top of it, the Solaris is loaded on Sun Spark machines, and AIX is loaded on IBM Blade servers. HP is loaded on HP Blade servers. These are the hardwares what you have. These are operating systems what you have. On top of it, what do you have, guys? Next, RDBMS. When your application runs as ECC6, you need to have a DB behind. On ECC6 can be loaded either on Oracle or MS SQL or DB2 or Sybase or MaxDB and ANA. These all are databases. So that's the reason yesterday when I have shown our cloud environment, I have introduced and I have shown you the systems running on different RDBMS. So you will be working not only on HANA database, but any other database on which SAP systems are running today in the world. So this is our environment. And what is the other reason behind why people have to choose? Tell me, guys, why people have to choose SAP is this is another reason. The simple another reason is because SAP is developed in such a way that it can be loaded on multiple operating systems and multiple RDBMS as well. Now, on this, anyone have any question? Tomorrow, our playground is this, guys. I'm going to make you play on this playground. That means we are going to have this many operating systems, this many databases, this many hardwares. Okay, that's the second thing. Now, this is why SAP is chosen by anyone because SAP comes with a variety of operating systems and all. SAP softwares can be loaded on variety of operating systems. This is another finest reason. Next, we have understood things about a cloud. What I have shown you one more time. Today, guys, whenever you talk about a cloud means something like a hardware is bought by AWS, Azure, or Google. We are going to take that subscription on a monthly basis. Big server. So what you will do? I don't buy the big server. That's what you're going to say. Instead of buying the big server, I will go to AWS. Okay, AWS subscription, or else I'll go to Azure. Anything subscription. You can also see the cost and plan in India. So if you go and enter here and say, I want a server, okay, I want a server of say 16 GB RAM, right? 1 TB hard disk, and then I need a server. You can see the estimate cost, and I need it with this operating system. If you go and fill in all these details, Azure itself will tell you monthly you pay me 5,000 or 10,000 for this server, right? You can use it and pay me monthly. As you use, you pay. So that is something which is cloud for us today. And major cloud providers today are Azure, Google, and your AWS. Even IBM provide clouds. Even your Wipro has their own cloud. Even TCS has their own cloud. You can, but mostly the people who give it for subscription are this AWS, Azure, and Google. So, do anyone have any question on this to understand more about cloud? If you have a question, you can ask me, guys. And the other day, I have already shown you very clearly what is the scope of work, what we are going to have. So our entire course is 3.5 months course, right, guys? Initially, and we did not include it here. What we did not include it here BTP. But if you feel like yes, I want to take BTP also along, you can speak to the counselor directly that I want to complete end to end, the full stack. Okay, 3.5 months along with BTP course as well. So then you can take a decision of the price, whatever they're going to say. Now, finally, guys, I like to explain you what is SAP in prospects of softwares. How many softwares SAP has given to the world? I will not go here and there, guys. I will just go and say SAP R3 Wiki, SAP R3 Wiki, Wikipedia. Now you see this. When I go to SAP R3 Wikipedia, you can see SAP has started their company in 1972. In 1973, what software they have developed, guys? First software name is SAP R1 System RF. Then in 1990, 1979, what they have come up with? SAP R2 mainframe. Guys, these two softwares are not our softwares which we are going to use. Our software, that means our ERP journey has started from here, this year, 1992. And since 1992 to 2003, what is the name of SAP software, guys? You can see a single name here, SAP R3, right? In 2004, SAP has enhanced the architecture and changed the name to ECC. Since 2004 till 2016, you see that SAP name is ECC, ECC, ECC only we have used. In 2015 itself, SAP has developed what? S for HANA. 1511 means what, guys? 15 is a year, 11th is a month. 1511 to today, what is the latest software? I have copied all these things for your better understanding here. What is today's software? What SAP has, guys, as S4HANA? S4HANA 2025. So now here the SAP journey has started, guys. We started with SAP R3 1.0A. This is in July 1992 it has started. And since July 1992, so that means all these softwares are released between this time frame. These are different releases. On top of this release, guys, SAP has got another two softwares. One name is SAP BIW. Another software name is SAP APO. These all are the softwares of SAP between 1990 to 2003. Now let us look into this keenly. All these softwares are developed with what programming language, Amma? ABAP. And when you develop a software with a particular programming language in SAP world, we call that software as ABAP stack or ABAP system or ABAP engine. So now all this from here to here, all are ABAP engines only. And they follow a single architecture, and the architecture name is R3 architecture. So that means to do the administration of any of this software, the first and fundamental thing what you have to know is the architecture of a software. And tomorrow we are going to start with our first technical class, which is R3 architecture. Now, when you talk about the softwares which are released after 2004 to till date, you see ECC softwares, you see S4HANA softwares, and apart from that, BIW, APO, CRM, SRM, SCM, SAP has huge varieties of softwares. And even these softwares are developed with ABAP programming with Java programming. And when you develop with ABAP programming, what do you call this software system as? ABAP stack. When you develop with a Java, what you're going to call the system as? Java stack. And whatever the architecture, what we had R3 earlier, this architecture is little enhanced And today we call our systems to have what architecture, guys? NetWeaver architecture. So we need to understand what is R3 architecture, then what is NetWeaver architecture. And followed by, you have HANA databases here, right? Even HANA architecture. So this is what is your understanding, or this as a basis guide, this is what should be your understanding. SAP has got varieties of softwares, and we are here to do the administration of the softwares which were released in 1992. From 1992 to 2026, any software what SAP has developed, I should be able to administrate it. Then only I'm going to call myself as admin or basis admin. Basis admin means a person who can take care and administrate the softwares what SAP has developed. So that means in our classes, we are going to teach you the subject in such a way you will be able to administrate any software what SAP has designed. Okay, and to learn that administration, the first ever class what you have to know about is R3 architecture. Next, you are going to know about NetWeaver architecture. So this is what is SAP for us as a basis admin in this week. By this weekend, everyone will learn how to install SAP system, right? By this Saturday, you should be learning. That means we are going to practically teach you, and we are going to give you a guidance how you are supposed to do the same thing on your own laptop or in your own desktop. We are going to provide you all the softwares. So after completing all these things first week, next week onwards, we are going to start with your user administration. Next week onwards, we are going to have your security classes. Next week, we are going to discuss your TMS session. Next week, patch management kernel. Next week's your monitoring of your SAP system. Entire Oracle database administration will be taught to you. And then printer administration will be taught to you. And then on top of it, we have advanced classes. Guys, these are your advanced classes wherein you have everything which is called as administration today. Now, if you want to list out this overall points, you see this, guys, in this overall points, you have NetWeaver architecture to start with, solution manager, total administration on MS SQL, then BW administration. Next, you're going to have Fury administration. Next, you're going to have system copy, system refresh. Then we have migrations. Today, most of the people are migrating from on-premises to cloud. Here, from one database to another database. Then migration to the cloud from on-prem. Next, you are going to have EHP upgrades. Next, you have S/4HANA conversions. Next, you have S/4HANA upgrades also. The oldest S/4HANA system from 2023, how it can be upgraded to the latest one, 2025. What is the latest one today, guys? 2025. Next, we have what is the HANA Studio cockpit? How do you build a DR? These things will be discussed to you in our classes starting from tomorrow. Once you are done with the 2 months, these are the advanced classes what we are going to take up. And finally, we are going to introduce you about what? BTP introduction. We are going to have BTP introduction. And then once you are done with your BTP introduction, what we are going to have next, finally, here are your weekly classes. First week, how we are going to discuss your class. Second week, how we are going to discuss your class. Third week, and then HANA administration will be taught to you on a daily basis. What all the classes we are going to take in a daily basis. These all are the classes. And final HANA subject would be what you know, guys. How to build a DR. How to build a DR. DR in this is like disaster recovery. Practically, we are going to do this disaster recovery. How to build a disaster recovery server. That means if your systems are running on one location and if you have a natural calamity by some means that your system, whatever the system what you have as a production system has gone under water and the whole data center is crashed. Now on some other location, the same server has to start up in some other geographical location. How you can build this DR and all. These all things will be discussed to you step by step in practical. And once you are done with this, if you still have strength and you feel like I want to be a par with the technology, you guys can join BTP as well. Okay, so anyone have any questions on this? Now you can speak. You will be investing your time in preparing your resume. In another 6 months, you are in job from today. And once you go into the job, guys, after you being in job for 2 years or so, you need some help. What you would do for that? Guys, we have our own forum here with the name. What's the name, guys? Way to SAP Basis. What's the forum name? Way to sapbasis.com/forum. Now, the moment you hit this way to the way to sapbasis.forum, guys, you will be seeing like it will be asking for registration. You can also register here. Once you register here, you will be logging with a user ID and password. I have kept all the documents which are necessary for you here. All the documents which are necessary for you here to learn the entire course, firstly, right? And you can just hit and download them, and it is not in chargeable basis, don't you worry. So, and secondly, these are the topics what you're going to learn. Now suppose tomorrow you have to do a security, and you are getting some issue in security, or you want to do a client administration, or you want to do a a user administration, and you have an issue while doing that. So what you can do, you can hit on it, and then you can go and create your own new topic, and then you can post your message here. Not only me, guys, how many people you have in this group? I've started this group in 2007, so this many people are there. So everyone, whoever has an answer for you, they are going to help you on this. Tomorrow you have an issue with solution manager or Java administration or installation of something like that, or migration or upgrades or DBA administration. These forum would help you to be in par with the subject all the time. Are you understanding, guys? So you have to become a member here. On top of it, I have even a Google Groups with me. So Google Groups. So what is that group we have, guys? Same way to SAP basis or way TWO. So when you type in this Google group way to SAP basis Amma, you're going to get to your Google groups as well. You can also become member there, wherein you can also post your entire things. You can be in touch with us with this forum and group forever. And I can tell you that till I am on the planet, I will be maintaining this group. No worries. Okay, and we will be helping you in every aspects of your life. Got it, guys? So let us do one thing then. Let us again meet tomorrow to start your first technical topic. And what would be the topic name, Amma? R3 architecture. Is that clear? Chalo,
Yes.
guys. Thanks for your time. And if
Thanks.
anyone want to speak to me today after this explanation, yes, you can get in touch with me. Right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.